bad boy, do it. Bun all the talking, go on and do it. Running through the party, bottle up. Rolls in my ears, saying storms, don't do it. Double on my shoulder, I don't lack. Hitting with the business, I don't scrap. Even when I'm far, I'm so easy right, but there's no car and no mash. What you talking about? Clown, stand down. Never had a thing, never had a pound.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. Today's matchup features a team that can really move the ball. The Redskins are top 10 in first downs, and they go up against a Panthers team that wants to control the game as well.
All right, Larry, we are due east from our nation's capital at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Carolina Panthers and the Washington Redskins. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down at the 18. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave them with a third down and 6 to go.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is third down and 6. A shotgun snap for Newton. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's James. And he is knocked down from the side, right around the 26. Give him 8 yards on the play, and they pick up the first. This is McCaffrey on the give. And some space here. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Now a play fake here on first down. Sliding out of the pocket. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
On second down, here's Newton. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have them set up with a 1st and goal right at about the 6-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate. Following the interception, Cousins. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
Second down, Cousins. And this one's incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, helped force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Cousins now. Now he's flushed out right. He's going to run, but he's got to look. Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football. And this is going to kick out of bounds. Boy, a fortunate bounce or two there. They'll keep possession back inside the 10-yard line. So on 4th down, Cousins will head to the sideline and give way to Dustin Hopkins. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And he missed it. It's no good. And this will remain a scoreless game. So a bullet dodge there defensively. They surrender excellent field position on the kick return, but it winds up not costing them a thing.
And that's a tough sequence of events from an offensive perspective. The inability to get first downs leads to the field goal try. And the inability to cash that in leads to nothing on the scoreboard.
And the Panthers coming out now. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
How about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves, maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on 1st down.
Second down, just 1 yard to go.
Come on now. 20.
Another run, this time McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and are controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards, but also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
They go play action here on 1st down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Dean. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one goes for 24 yards. And now a 1st down following that long gain. A handoff, McCaffrey running right. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Past the 20. Touchdown, Carolina. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers are going to take a first quarter lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
This is taken at the 3. And now running right through it. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
That's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they come back now and redeem themselves?
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it, because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Jumpy on the right side of the line.
Sometimes when you're on the end, a little bit farther away from the ball, any type of movement will get you to jump, and that's exactly what happened there.
So 2nd down, 3 yards to go now. Now a handoff here to his running back. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
And now here's a carry heading left. And he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Luke Kuechly combines speed, intelligence, toughness, puts it all together. It makes plays like one we just saw there. He may not be a big-time blitzer, but, boy, he knows how to pursue straight ahead and make plays in the run game.
Taking it about the 16. Now a hit and a loose football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. On the ground, McCaffrey. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
With my good friend Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Panthers in possession of the football as we begin quarter number 2. They've got it 2nd and 6 to start things out. Out of the gun, Newton. Throwing over the middle. It's incomplete. He was trying to get that one into the hands of Christian McCaffrey. And it's 3rd down. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
Yeah, really turned it loose, didn't he? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. On 3rd down, Newton. And able to find Decker. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion. Newton. There he goes inside the 30. Wide open receiver complete. A good pickup there, a 22. Pistol, McCaffrey. He's dropped just inside the 20. A little second effort there, but couldn't find a whole lot of space. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. McCaffrey with a first down and more. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's first and goal. Here's Carson. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead. Gano now to add the extra point. And he atones for his miss the first time around, as this one is up and good to extend their lead. Gano out to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. Oh, look at that. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. A look at Washington as they come onto the field.
This is their third drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Mario Addison in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. Second down, here's an option right. And he probably should have given that one off, as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
All right, here we go.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
And they'll start this drive with very good field position.
McCaffrey. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 12. This is Carson, and he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Yes, that's today's NFL defensive tackle. Not just a space eater anymore. A guy with agility, movement skills, who can rush the passer and make plays in the offensive backfield.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the gun, here's Newton. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down. So now off goes Newton, and on comes the kicker, Graham Gano. From the right hash, it's a 41-yard attempt. To the football, it's blocked. It's picked up, a live ball here. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. The 20, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Washington.
As they began this last drive, things weren't exactly looking up for this offense. But after what they just did, putting the ball in the end zone, that took them away from the brink of possibly being knocked out of this game.
And that'll make it 13-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at the 3. Carolina getting set to take the field. Now Newton on 1st down. Throw left side complete. That's Dean. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Here's Newton now on 2nd down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up 4th down.
I think the training and practice broke down on that play because he simply didn't run the route deep enough to get to the 1st down marker. despite what was a really nice catch and toe tap on the sideline.
Yeah, that's third down 101. You got to go to the marker, know where it is. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. Out comes the Redskin offense now as they get set to begin another possession. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jerick McKinnon. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. I'm no offensive mastermind, but of all the guys on the field to block, you might want to stop him.
Look, I've got a very simple rule. An unblocked defender is usually your best defender, and he ended up making the play there.
13 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. Cousins to throw it. And this is brought in by Pryor. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. Cousins gives this to Pirine. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
So, my man, I pose this question to you. How do you get to be the number 2 defense against the rush in the NFL?
Be better than number 3, I guess.
Okay, right.
Touchdown, Washington. A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Redskins have tied it here. The extra point to come can put him in the driver's seat. And it's no good. He missed it. And the game remains tied. Oh, boy. So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Shift together here from the D-line. Newton now to throw. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11. This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete.
Well, they're slinging it, and then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown out of his reach and incomplete. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. From the gun, Newton. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And he will score. Touchdown, Washington.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned they're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
And they're 6 yards away from picking up the first here on second down. Now whistles. Flag down, and I believe one of the Panthers got moving early. To throw on second down is Newton. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's James. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. As it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Fresh set of downs here. Now a play fake, and it's Newton. He'll buy some time right. He's going to let this go deep, back over the middle. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 18. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
To throw is Cousins. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Final play of the half, Cousins. He's going to air one out. And unable to connect on the long pass. It falls down incomplete. So we've reached halftime here in D.C. in our nation's capital with a home team, the Redskins, on top. As we'll send you down the coast to Orlando, where we check in with our friend Larry Ridley and the EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry? This is taken about 7 yards deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Now the Redskins offense, they get set to go back to work here. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first.
And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there.
A huge play there for Washington. 46 yards. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Cousins, a handoff. This is P-Ryan. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Off the corner. Where'd he come from? Well, I guess he came off the corner, but really nice play.
I like when you're able to pose a question and answer it at the same time. That's exactly where he came from, but it's not something that you normally see. Most of the time, we're thinking about those guys covering pass catchers. In this case, he was a big factor in the run game. No gain.
Play action for P-Ryan. Now Cousins escaping the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
And that hits the right upright and caroms away. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So plenty of leg, but it's the accuracy there that lets him down.
Yeah, he hit it really well. I think this might have been good from 55, but you'll see it just conk off that upright, and they're denied a chance at 3 points.
After the missed kick, they're in really good position. They'll begin this drive at the 39 now. They'll start out on the ground with Carson. And the ball is knocked out, and the Redskins scoop it. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our place.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Now P-Ryan is stripped of the football, and it's picked up by the Panthers. He's at the 30. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that when they've tried too hard, even in perfect conditions, the ball gets away from them. They've got to find that good balance, carrying it firmly, yet at the same time under control.
Looking to throw on second down. Newton. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
The Panthers on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun. Newton throwing the out route incomplete. That's Dean. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
So the chain gang now done for the drive. Ball on the 10, first and goal. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And a nice pick up there as he'll take it from the 10 down to the 5-yard line.
But a spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the second score there. So they're on the 5-yard line here, second down and goal. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's third and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Now Newton on third and goal. And that is incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield. But when push came to shove, they stood their ground. And now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So he missed a field goal earlier, but he says not this time, and he's able to knock it through to give his guys 3.
And that's all you want as a kicker, a chance to redeem yourself. You got to have a short memory if you're going to survive at this level, and he's able to get back on track.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punch in the end zone without turning it over.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. Second down following the run. They'll run it here with Pirine. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
The Redskins on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Throwing. Cousins. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super tough.
And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
To throw on second down. Newton, he's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. A big play there on the catch and run. 44 yards.
After that nice game there, for the rest of the game, the defense is going to have to respect the running backs as passing threats as well. Not just play them strictly to run the football. They may be able to get downfield and catch it too.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Now it's Carson. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Wasn't able to get anything, no gain. Fumbled once already. Maybe he's being a little careful. Not necessarily on that play, but I'm sure that's in his mind somewhere.
Oh, without a doubt, because protecting the football is job one for anyone who's carrying it, and that's exactly what he tried to do on that play, but it didn't gain him any yardage.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Newton, throw left side, complete. That's James. And a big hit there as he runs into a brick wall at the 17-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. The Panthers on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Throwing is Newton. And he's got it. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Gano for the extra point. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. Gano out to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now at FedEx Field. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. So we come up here on 1st and 10. Cousins. He'll find his man on the comeback route, complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Now a handoff looking right. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Here's Cousins. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is knocked down and then landed on pretty awkwardly. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
Now a carry for P-Ryan. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
They go play action. Cousins. And a hook up over the middle to Pryor. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. 23 yards on the play.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
And this time the yards won't come so easy, as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11. So the play clock's running down. Cousins now on 2nd down. And he goes out of bounds inside the 10 at the 9. 23 yards on the play. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the #3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this carry brought to an end at the 8. Good stick skills, just not much room there to operate. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. Now a 2nd down throw for Cousins. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Here's McKinnon, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Redskins. Jerick McKinnon, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Redskins have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. And that will make this a 4-point game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Carolina getting set to take the field. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
A handoff left, McCaffrey. And some room to roam now. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And give him 17 yards that time, as that'll move the chains.
Most players would tell you that night games, while they can be fun, they're really hard to prepare for, because you wake up on game day and all you want to do is get to the stadium and let's get going. But you got to bank that fire a little bit and hold it until the evening. It's almost like a Broadway premiere. Got to wait until the nighttime to go out there in front of the bright lights. And boy, has he harnessed himself really well, and now he's unleashing it on the opponents.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 1st down, Newton. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. On second down, here's Newton. He'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have a third down. I tell you, it has not been his best day throwing the football. He really needs to piece something together here.
All will be forgiven if he leads them into the end zone.
The Panthers on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. Here it's 3rd and 3. Back to throw. And he finds a man. It's McCaffrey. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And now all of a sudden, the shoe's kind of on the other foot. Maybe you pull the reins back here a bit?
Yeah, a little bit, because you got to make sure that you don't score too quickly.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They come out here in the eye. Second and goal. Defense digging in again here. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. The Redskins looking for another timeout, and they get it. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Now the Panthers get set, 3rd and goal.
And the defense has to account for Cam Newton on this play.
On the ground, McCaffrey. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow. 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 I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
This one fielded at the 5. And here come the Redskins now. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
Yeah, they practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. He's back to throw. Flushed out right. And Reed with it over the middle. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That goes for a gain of 31. Back to throw. And a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Rowe.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
The Panthers down to a knee out of the victory formation. Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire game. But these two teams, they had fun getting dirty out there. They love the slop.
Did you trust the forecast ahead of time? Are you one of those guys that's skeptical about it, or did you trust it?
But when I saw just a big blob of green on the radar, I said, okay, let's trust.
Yeah, and that's why I'm glad you took my advice. Got your notes laminated, because, you know, open-air booth, that rain can affect us as well, although not as much as the guys on the field. But let's face it, it's kind of fun to watch these types of games, isn't it?
It is. By the way, how impressive is it that you travel with a laminator? I didn't even know there was a portable laminator.
The things that you learn.
Golly, wise beyond his years. So for Carolina, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they have to go to New Orleans to take on the Saints. Meanwhile, for the Redskins, the downward spiral continues as they drop to 0-6 now. And now they'll head to the bye week as they'll be back in action in Week 8. So that's a wrap. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. From Washington, thanks for watching, and good night, everybody.